Steam's autumn sale is back for another year, and with it comes some fantastic deals on some fantastic games. If you're perhaps thinking, oh, my wallet is looking a little bit empty, well, have no fear, because I have got some great deals on games that you can pick up right now for under $5. And the quality of the games on this list is frankly through the roof. Anyway, if you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Let's jump into the games, shall we? We're kicking things off with a truly ridiculous deal. This is 2 Point Campus, and you can pick it up right now for just under $3. A whopping 90% off. That is absolutely absurd. It is the lowest that we have ever seen this game priced. I'm just going to say it again, 90% off. Any game that is 90% off, I mean, you've got to look at it. You really do. And in the case of 2 Point Campus, you're getting an absolute banger. Released in 2022, 90% positive on Steam. It's all about managing and operating a university or college campus. And in order to do that, you need to build classrooms, build staff rooms, manage students, faculty, the whole shebang. It is part of the 2 Point series, so, you know, you're getting a satirical experience that doesn't take itself too seriously. I would definitely recommend this one if indeed you're interested in the sort of management type of strategy games. I can't believe it. 90% off. What an absolute steal of a deal. And what's that coming down the tracks? It's another 90% off. Would you look at that? Transport Fever 2 you can pick up right now for $3.99. The lowest that we have ever seen this game go. I've actually already done a video highlighting some amazing deep deals that you can pick up as part of the autumn Steam sale. I included Transport Fever on that list as well, just because it is such an unbelievably good deal. Either way, click up in the top right hand corner right now if indeed you are interested in checking out my previous video highlighting all of the great deals that are available. However, back to Transport Fever 2, it's 90% off. It's a transport, logistics, management tycoon game, and Transport Fever 3 is coming. So if you want to get in on the ground floor, if you want to experience transport management for the modern age, then absolutely give Transport Fever 2 a look. I mean, for 90% off, $3.99, I don't really think that you can go wrong with this one. And this game is actually only 80% off. Yes, when I have to say only 80% off, you know that this is a great, great list of fantastically discounted games. This is definitely not fried chicken. And how do I put this? It's a game all about making illicit substances, driving them around town, and making sure that they are distributed properly and correctly. Yeah, it's a bit of a strange one. Now, I really enjoyed my time with it. It's kind of voxely, it's kind of blocky, it really doesn't take itself too seriously, and it is just such an out-there concept. But, you know, your mileage may vary depending on what you get from it. Either way, you can pick it up right now for 80% off, $4.99. And again, this is the lowest that we have ever seen this game go, so yeah, you're getting a good deal with this one, that's for sure. Let's return to the 90% offs, shall we? This is Old World. It is available right now for $3.99, and this is the lowest that we have ever seen it go. 90% off. What an absolute corker of a deal. Old World is kind of if Civilization and Crusader Kings decided to get together, have a child. That would be Old World, I would say. It's really interesting. It's published by Hooded Horse, so you know that the bar is very, very high. People absolutely love it. I must confess, I played this game a long time ago, but haven't played it recently, but very much enjoyed it when I did play it. Very positive on Steam, 84% positive. Yeah, pretty good grand strategy experience, especially at that price. So I'm going to cheat ever so slightly with this one because the price of Don't Starve Together is currently sat at $5.09. That is 66% off. Not quite the lowest that we've ever seen it, but it is at a 2-year low. Why am I highlighting Don't Starve Together? Well, because it is the definitive Don't Starve experience, and you will get hours and hours and hours of playtime with this game, especially if you've got a friend or a couple of friends that you want to sit down with and play this game. It's best experienced together, as the name suggests, but there is absolutely nothing stopping you from just going it solo. I absolutely adore Don't Starve. I don't think I need to say too much about this one. Most people are probably aware of this title right by now. Published by Clay, who just don't miss. They only make great games as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, definitely check out Don't Starve Together if you've not already got it in your library. $4.94. That's how much Creeper World 3 Arc Eternal is going to set you back. It's 67% off. It is a 2-year low. Again, not the lowest that we've ever seen it priced, but pretty darned close to it. Creeper World is a bit of a challenging game for me to pin down. Effectively, it's a base defense game, but it's also about expanding. Effectively, you have to stop this blue goo stuff from spreading over the entire map. This, for me, is really a game where you will sit down, you know, maybe 7 o'clock in the evening, and then you'll look up from your screen and, you know, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. That is honestly how deeply involved I get with the Creeper World games. This is the last of the purely two-dimensional Creeper World games. Creeper World 4 is in a third dimension. You can also check that one out, also on sale right now. However, if you've never played the series, then I would advise getting in at Creeper World 3, because it really is just a fantastic, fantastic game. And, you know, perhaps if you want to keep up the Creeper World exploration, you can check out Creeper World 4. Super cheap, super cheerful, and overwhelmingly positively reviewed on Steam. This is Tower Wizard. Tower Wizard is available right now for $2.39. It's only 20% off, but it is the lowest that we have ever seen it go. Given that it released only back in June, this is really the first sort of major Steam sale that this game has participated in. Either way, this game is not gonna keep you occupied for hours and hours and hours on end. What I will say is that it is a fantastically planned, meticulously enjoyable incremental upgrade style game. The reviews absolutely bear true to that. 97% positive, I think, as I've already highlighted. Yeah, definitely give this one a look. Tower Wizard. Now, if you've survived a couple of nights in Don't Starve Together and you're still friends with whoever you're playing with, then absolutely give PlateUp a look. This is an overwhelmingly positively reviewed kitchen management strategy game, all about effectively automating a kitchen. It's kind of crazy, it does get wild, but it is a heck of a lot of fun, and there is a tremendous amount of strategy behind the fairly simplistic, cartoony graphics. It's multiplayer, it's great fun, you can play it solo, but it's much better with friends. It's just an absolutely chaotic sort of party management strategy game. Really, really good fun. I very much enjoyed this one. You'll never guess the objective of fill up the hole. That's right, you need to fill up a hole, and you can now do it 25% off. $2.99, the lowest that we've ever seen this game priced. Only came out in July, so, you know, that makes absolutely perfect sense to me. Either way, this game will probably set you back about 3 hours, maybe 4 at a push if you really want to complete absolutely everything. I don't think that is bad for the price at all. It's very much an enjoyable, simple, incremental city building experience. I had a great time with it. You can check out my video on the channel if indeed you are interested. Yeah, it's pretty darn good. And now for a true classic of the genre, we have Mini Metro. This is kind of a puzzly sort of strategy simulation game. Effectively, you have to draw out different subways in order to move passengers from place to place. Of course, it looks absolutely fantastic. It's a very sort of like minimalist design aesthetic, and you play in a bunch of cities around the world, and you draw out your metros. It's great fun. It's really, really good. Came out in 2015, so just about 10 years old, which is quite remarkable. But it's 50% off, $4.99. Not quite the lowest that we've ever seen it, but you know, it's the lowest that it's been in 2 years. So you do know that you're getting a good deal. This is definitely one to, you know, have in the background, perhaps play on the Steam Deck, something like that. You know, just whittle away over the course of time. It's super chill, super, super enjoyable experience. So that's my top recommendations, but I have yet more games under $5 that I think you should check out. First up, we have got the Total War games, specifically Total War Empire Definitive Edition and Napoleon Definitive Edition. I gotta be honest, I am not a huge Total War guy, but at $2.50 each, God, you can't really go wrong with that. That's 75% off respectively, and both hitting new historically low prices on these games. So if you're a Total War stan, then check it out. We've also got SimCity 4 Deluxe Edition coming in at $4.99, 75% off the lowest that we've seen it priced in 2 years. There are a lot of city builders out there right now. I'm not saying that you should pick up this version of SimCity. It does have a special place in some people's hearts, but you know, there are other city builders, there are modern city builders that you can also check out as part of this Steam sale. However, if you want to perhaps make a return to a classic that came out in 2003, then perhaps give SimCity 4 a look. And last but certainly not least on my bonus game breakdown, we've got Gremlins Inc. This is an intense strategy board game in a steampunk world. There's corruption, there's capitalism, political power, prestige. There's lots that goes into this game. Rated very, very positively, 84% positive over on Steam. I absolutely love Gremlins Inc. It is a really, really great fun sort of strategy board game. And so that is it for my under $5 Steam sale recommendations. What do you think? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. Are you going to be checking out any of these titles? Are you going to be picking any up? Are you going to be picking up something else? Have I missed something that is overwhelmingly positive that you think should be on this list? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you ever so much for watching, folks. I've been Open Potato, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.